Wild animals in their natural habitats, brilliant star-filled skies, wearing lots of khaki. An African safari sits at the top of almost everyone's bucket list, but then it stays there. It is hard to push through the logistics and the price to make it happen. This is by far the most expensive trip we have ever taken, and the emptiness in our bank account definitely puts a lot of pressure on an experience that can be weather and nature permitting. Today is Safari Day 1, and in this adventure we are meeting up with dozens of family and friends.
Full squad! This is crazy!
In Nairobi and heading to Maasai Mara National Park, where we'll spend a few days exploring and finding out if safaris are worth the hype and the money. I really hope so. It's a 4.5-hour drive from Nairobi to the park, but with 30 people, road trips tend to take a lot longer.
Yeah, have we even been on the road for an hour?
The drive is beautiful though, complete with gorgeous views and animal sightings.
Oh my gosh, a panther.
Oh my gosh, so scary.
Wildlife sighting on the safari.
You know you've finally made it to the park when the driver slows down and ladies selling souvenirs surround your vehicle. And after rushing to our hotel to ditch our luggage and eat lunch, obviously geeking out about every animal we saw along the way, it is time for our first game drive with Frank, our fearless driver, guide, and leader.
Y'all, we are going on our very first game drive! So excited. Safari Day 1 finally made it. It's already 4:30.
Getting started so late, we're not sure how much we'll see. But we are here during the Great Migration, and millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles traveled to this park for water and greeted us with a spectacular show.
We got the radio call that there's something cool ahead. So Frank is full speed ahead, taking us to see something awesome. No spoilers for us or for you, so let's see what we see. They have spotted a cheetah.
It's right down there. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Waiting for the Taylor Swift concert.
But now the big cats just keep coming. This has to be one of the most incredible sights of my entire life. There have to be at least 8 lions piled up, feasting on this wildebeest, surrounded by at least a dozen sleeping lions in a blissful food coma. This is just epic. This is legendary. This is incredible. I could stay here all night. But the lions are right. It is time for dinner, bath, and some sleep. And they seem pretty unwilling to share.
What you waiting around for?
Hey, what's up? It's MADison, and this is our tent. So we got this funny blend of we have canvas walls, but then we have this wood door with a real frame structure. Without a doubt, the nicest tent. And look at the cute little butler that comes with it.
He'll set up all your tables for you. Tent life. Tent life.
We're in this canvas tent, and then all of a sudden we're in the bathroom. Like this concrete. We got like real floors. Yeah, here too we have wooden floors. We got like a full-out shower, but still the roof is a canvas tent. We have like tent windows with like mesh. This is like such a fun, wild blend. Like, I know glamping is a thing, but I've never experienced it like this. Like, this is insane. Sinks, toilet, shower, but also the roof of a tent and the skylights of a tent. We have the Velcro to make sure, like, just shows how tent-like it is. But then we have like a real fan. Safari Day 1 has been even more epic than I could have ever imagined, honestly. A lot of things were like a little chaotic in the beginning of the day, as they are when you're like starting off a trip with a big group, you know, nothing unusual. But we're like, okay, how's today going to go? Is this a look at what the trip is going to be like? And then you pull into the park and immediately it's like, within 30 seconds of entering the park, it's like wildebeest, zebras, warthogs, like these animals that you've only seen in zoos or in movies. It like almost feels staged. And you know, you just never know. Like, you obviously, when you're going on a trip like this, you got to prepare yourself for the possibility that like you might not see a lion at all. You might not see elephants. Like, it might mostly be the zebras and the warthogs, and that's okay. Then Frank gets a call on the radio, and you don't know. Like, you don't know what they're saying because they're saying it in a different language. But we just take off, and we're just flying down these like bumpy. Okay, maybe we're not flying, but because the roads are so bumpy, it feels like we're flying down these bumpy roads. And then we get to the spot, and we're like, Frank, what are we gonna see? And he's like, it's a cheetah. And we're just like, you could just see like everybody's just searching at that point. Like, what is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh. And you finally see this cheetah just sleeping on the ground. And it's just epic. I don't think the buzz will wear off in any of these days. We make it to see this male lion sleeping. Amazing. Just like to see a lion so close. Like, that's what's so bizarre, is that you're so close to these animals and they don't care. Like, they're just relaxing, sleeping, enjoying life. Like, you're just in their home and they're fine with it. You know, we're so excited. Like, we saw a cheetah and a lion day 1. This is incredible. But then Frank gets another call and he takes off, and we pull into this area, and there's kind of like a circle of cars going around. Every time you're coming up to the cars, you're always looking like, what are they, you know, where are they pointing their cameras? Where are their eyes? And it is a whole pride of lions enjoying a feast of the wildebeest. Absolutely insane and incredible, and just more epic than I could have ever imagined. The ones that are already full of wildebeest are just napping hard right next to it, like ready to wake up and like have a midnight snack. And you're getting to see the napping lions like stretching out and like waking up from their slumber, and like it's just the like bizarre contrast of like, this thing could kill me, but it's also so cute. Like, it's just such a cool, incredible thing to get to be a part of. And we ended up having like our whole family in a car, which was really, really cool. And we had Frank, our driver, who was just absolutely amazing and always answering all of our questions. You can tell that he's so passionate about like what he does and about the preservation of the park, and like it definitely, that energy rubs off on you, which just makes you even more hyped. I could not have asked for a better first day here in the park. And like, if this is a look at what the rest of this week is going to be like, it's going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait. Yeah. We're on safari. But now, like, you get covered in dust when you're taking off down these back roads. So it is shower time. Cannot wait for another epic adventure tomorrow.
Safari day 2, 6 a.m. right now. We're packing up to head to the next place. Getting it done. Alright, breakfast time before hitting the next game drive.
Oh my gosh, your chip situation.
I need to find a fork. For the Tetris time. Good morning.
All loaded up. Safari day 2 begins. All already starting off the morning with a lioness eating a gazelle. She's hiding in the creek so she can enjoy it all to herself so she doesn't have to share. And the best / saddest part was the few gazelles we saw off in the distance looking for their friends.
You're never gonna find them.
If you listen carefully when you're there, you can literally hear the flesh being ripped off of the bones. Nature, man. It's awesome. Wild stuff.
Literally wild stuff.
Speaking of wild stuff, digital nomad life is also pretty wild, and iVEN is literally having to get a little bit of work done while out on safari. The Lion King gives hyenas a bad rep. They are so cute. I love their goofy little run. This is so cool. It looks like one giraffe with 3 heads.
Yeah, it literally looks 3 heads.
Here you see the herd of wildebeest crossing the expanse of the African savanna in search of a drop of water. Will they see another day?
Driver Frank just got a radio call about something amazing is up there. I'm sure he probably knows, but he doesn't tell us, and then we take off. But it's like super thrilling. It like reminds me of a Disney ride. Like you hear a radio call, you don't know what it says, and then you just take off in a direction for something incredible.
Here.
Well, that was epic, and now we have actually seen a cheetah. I was confused yesterday by the leopard, but this was in fact a cheetah, and that was just absolutely incredible. Elephants! Our first elephants! Oh my gosh, there's so many!
There are literally over 20 elephants just within like eye shot from right here. Probably like 20 feet away. Insane for this super cute baby elephant. And this other tusker right next to it eating like there's no tomorrow. Look at this.
What am I up to? Just chilling with my friends.
absolutely incredible.
And just when we thought this day couldn't get any better, 2 lionesses walked right up to our car.
They're all watching. Like, what are you looking at?
Safari is epic, I ain't lying.
And now a group of us are headed to the Maasai village to experience their centuries-old traditions.
We made it to the village. Village!
We're learning about natural remedies that repel mosquitoes and cool you.
This is wonderful.
Then Fashion 101, where we learn that the Maasai people wear red to scare animals and also see each other from long distances. And speaking of long distances, my sister-in-law Jessie gets the chance to try the horn they use to communicate across long distances. It's pretty hard. Now we're learning about the traditional dances and their meanings.
The circle dance was about killing the lion. The jumping dance was a competition, and the best one gets the most beautiful lady. And then the other dance was a welcome dance.
Which we were welcomed into as we danced our way over to the more residential side of the village. And now we get to visit a traditional Maasai home. The Maasai are traditionally nomadic people, so their homes need to be designed in a way that can be built and abandoned quickly. These traditional homes are built by the women of the village and made of mud, cow dung, and sticks, which is waterproof and great for cooling in the hot months and retaining heat in the cool months. And speaking of cool, we met some pretty cool people here.
What is my team? Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Yours Manchester
Yes.
City?
Ah, dude, that's awesome.
Let's go, Manchester City.
No matter where you are in the world, you can always bond over sports. I join in for the goodbye dance, but I can't leave without trying the local brew.
Maratina is a local brew where we make it sausage and honey and sugar.
It's like milky.
It's very sweet. When I take up, yeah.
Whoa, that was very sweet. This is good.
And of course, the exit is through the gift shop.
Bye.
That was so cool. We learned so much. And now back to the hotel to rest up for our final day exploring Maasai Mara Park.
We are right outside our hotel room right now. And there's zebras right here. It's so cool. Accommodations numero dos. Where are we?
Good question.
Mara Sopa, maybe? I think we're in... No, that was Mara Simba. Now we're in Mara Sopa. Welcome to our dig. It's not a tent this time. The electricity doesn't run all day. It's only on for like a certain amount of hours each day. So we got all the windows open. There's a bathroom. Yeah, the electricity runs for a certain amount of time each day. The hot water runs for a certain amount of time each day. And the internet is only in the main areas, so I even took a meeting from like their business center yesterday. But it's cool because we're very remote. We're like in the park. The animals are right there. We can see like zebras sometimes from our room. We can see monkeys sometimes. Our first accommodations in Kenya that has the classic mosquito net. This is our second and final Maasai Mara National Park accommodations. Woohoo! Room tour, done. Good morning, Jumbo from Maasai Mara National Park. Today is day 3 of safari. What do you want to see today?
Everything that we've already seen and more. I want to see a hippo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing another cheetah.
I want to see some buffalo. Wouldn't mind more lions and cheetahs, that is for sure. I know we're going to see some zebras. Excited for that though. They're so pretty. They're everywhere, but they are like, they're just so fashionable. Every time you see them, you're just like, whoa. You feel inferiorly dressed when you see the zebras. You're like, ooh, should I be here? But then you just feel more stylish and amazing being in their presence at the same time. You're like, cool by association.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's early, you guys. We woke up at 6 again this morning, and it's been a tiring couple days. But now, let's safari. Here in the savannas of Kenya, I finally understand where the expression catwalk comes from. Watching that leopard like walk so beautifully down like the water side in front of all of these cars, like, dang, it all makes sense now. Expression makes sense for sure. Like, that was incredible. Kind of
Yeah, it's really nice,
majesty and style that everyone aspires to have.
Man, those vultures are just sitting there so patiently.
That's so cute. He is smiling.
Yeah, there's definitely an alpha there.
Fun fact, the Lion King actually taught us more than we realize. Simba literally means lion in Swahili, and Pumbaa means warthog. And now iVEN's dreams for today have officially come true. Hippos!
And now we have stopped for a picnic lunch here in Maasai Mara Park underneath one of these beautiful trees. This is gonna be epic.
Lunchtime! This view will
With
do.
this view, oh my gosh, the zebras are right there. We're literally lunching with zebras. This is so cool.
Got these packed lunches to have under this beautifully curved tree, acacia tree, for a safari lunch. It's the way to do it. The view of the procession of zebras going down.
They were wanting to come over to the picnic. You're invited. Safari lunch unboxing video.
Tangy tomato, crackles, chip, vanilla, yogurt,
1 cheese Lunchable.
raw egg. I'm just kidding, it's probably hard boiled.
Slice of cake.
Orange juice, orange apple.
And a chicken wrap.
Wait, guys, I've done it before.
Good safari lunch with an even more epic view. We were already talking about how being on the safari sort of brings you back to your childhood. You're like kind of playing hide and seek with these animals, playing I Spy. Oh no, here at the picnic lunch, it's just taking you even more back to your childhood because all these picnic boxes have different foods and snacks inside of them, and it's just a full-out trade going on. Trading chips, trading cakes, trading juices. It's a full childhood experience. It's really fun. We are currently in our 22nd country of Kenya, but we are about to cross the border into Tanzania, or as we call it in America, Tanzania, our 23rd country. We are standing in 2 countries at once. Country 22, country 23 if we decide to count it. Epic.
We've spent the last 2 days pretty much entirely in the car, which is exactly what you expect from a safari. But today we are really getting to stretch out our legs. First with the picnic, then the border, and now on a nature walk. And we can't finish our time in this park without saying goodbye to the lions. We're visiting a few more of Kenya's parks after this, so we may see more, but Maasai Mara Park is considered the best place in the world to see lions. And as always, the vultures are up there just waiting for her to get full so they can enjoy the leftovers. As we're headed back to our hotel, we found buffalo. A common goal when people go on safari is to see the big 5: elephants, lions, leopards, buffalo, and all that we have left is rhinos, which I'm really hoping we'll see as we explore more of Kenya in the next video. And our time in this park is done. I think you can already tell our first impressions of safaris is that they are more incredible than you could ever imagine. If this is on your bucket list, you absolutely need to figure out how to make it happen. The memories we've made today will stick with me for the rest of my life, and I can't believe we're not even halfway through with this madventure. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It seriously helps me so much. Hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one.